Hello, hello. Seems like midnight here. A hot summer night in what appears to be a garden. Watching taking place, seeing, hearing, feeling. All this stillness, this nothingness, appearing as a body, appearing as seeing, hearing, tasting, touching. From time to time, this body just sits here in this garden for hours, watching. We have a stray cat, a wild one, doesn't like to be petted, to be touched. She comes around, eats, drinks some water, sits a while with us at a safe distance. If you try to go touch her, she'll run. She's such an image of stillness, of silence, of unconditional love. I also have 6 dogs, big ones. Just love dogs. You can see the definition of so-called happiness in the dog's eyes, watching. And there are a lot of people who are saying, I'm a superior being. I am conscious. I have a consciousness. I have free will and choice. I'm way above a cat and a dog. Hmm. But from here, from this apparent position, it is seen that the animal's life is less problematic than humans' lives. Far less problematic than human lives. In this, it is seen how wonderful it is to not have a self-image, that feeling of a me, that sense of being separate, that me energy in the body. Yes, the animals don't have such a thing, a me, a person, a self-image. So, if you want to see how it is do not have a mental self image, watch your dog or your cat. They don't have an opinion about who they are. And that removes a lot of problems from their lives. They don't have a mind to create a self image, to create a future or a past. Just watch. Maybe you'll fucking see how wonderful it is. They don't give a shit about how they look. They don't give a shit about the others. They don't give a shit about tomorrow, about yesterday. Because in those bodies, there is no one, no me, no you, no self, no consciousness, no God, no me, no time, no chakras, no feeling of something needs to be done or to be changed for this to be okay. No. It doesn't matter if you keep the dog in a cage or in an apartment or a big yard. The dog doesn't give a shit about this. Believe me, I've had many dogs during the years. You can see the definition of freedom even if they are kept in a cage. They will keep wagging their tails of happiness when they see you, like they've seen you for the first time in their life and also the last time. Mm-hmm. That's all. What's happening in this moment, which is not a moment, it's all. The dog sees like that. The dogs, the cats, every animal sees the freedom in everything that seems to be happening. There are only mental concepts who seems to denaturate, who seems to veil this this freedom concepts like the dog is not happy, the dog has depression or anxiety because he's kept in a cage. Oh, really? You are welcome to visit me. I will let all my dogs free from their cages, open the door wide of the house, open the gates of the yard. Guess what? They will run like idiots everywhere they see, or they will come next to this body and sit here and kissing, a lot of kissing. But they will not run like idiots, like you believe that they are happy to. And this is just one concept who kills being. They will sit all here, silently, in a complete stillness, as moving, as jumping all around me, in a complete silence, as barking, being without a me, without a belief that I'm separate from the others. I'm a dog and I have to be in a certain way. This is my life as a dog. I have to do something to become enlightened, to find God. They don't have needs because they see, or it is seen there, that there is no lack, nothing is missing. The lack is only in your head. Yes, the head is telling you always that there is something you need to do, that there is something that needs to happen for this to be complete freedom, for this to be peace or happiness. That cat that comes and goes into my yard, the wild cat I was telling you about, doesn't have a problem like you have, like the me has. It just is, as everything, as what seems to be happening. And you can see the existence, the apparent existence, in that cat. Sometimes that cat comes into my yard after a fight. A fight. It's a male, and when the chicks are ready to fuck, the males fight. Yeah, natural selection, right? Which disappeared in the human race. So sometimes he looks really nasty. He smells like shit. But in his eyes, the big cat, in those eyes, everything is the same. It had a time when it was limping, had a problem at a foot. Did that matter for him? No, because there was no him there. In the summertime, he's very thin. In the wintertime, he's fat as fuck. He doesn't give a shit about how he looks because there is no me there. There is no belief in a self, in a self image. Therefore, no problems, no suffering. And yet, that body knows what to do, getting thin in the summertime and fat on winters. And there is no fear. We are talking, of course, about psychological fear. That fear that has as an object a psychological, something that is not happening, something in imagination. That fear, which generates all the problems of the person, has the root in the belief that you are a separate person. So the more you try to liberate, to free the separate person from fear, you reinforce the idea that you are a separate person. And so you increase the fear in that body. That's why nothing works in the spiritual bullshit world. Well, from here, it is clearly seen that if there is seen that the separate person, the me, the self, is an illusion, is not real, when that is seen, fear will go away, will disappear. Yes, that fear will not be there. Yes, you would not be afraid if you would not believe that you are a person, a separate entity, a me. Is that fucking simple? I mean, simpler than that. Is that belief that you are someone or somebody, that you are a person with a name and form, with a past and a future, with a life. This belief, this thought, this me is the root of all psychological suffering. And that is not real. I mean, that is already not existing. If there is, this is seen, the fear is gone. All the problem will go away. And it will be seen that this is all there is as unconditional and unbounded freedom. And I'm not saying that there is something wrong with something or something bad. No, 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 no. That is also what seems to be happening. Mhm. Seems like that if there is a sense of me, of separation, that me energy is fueling more beliefs about the belief that you are a person, and these thoughts about it will reinforce that energy, and this fucking cycle, this fucking loop of me, of I am, will not end. There is no way out because there is no time. There is no tomorrow and no yesterday. Will not end because it's not real anyway. I could ask you right now about this me. Where the fuck do you see a me? Don't show me the body. This is a body, it's not a person, not a me. Where the fuck is the me? Come on, be honest. If you see it, make a picture of it and send it to me. I've never found a me, god damn it, a person in this body. Nobody did. And yet you still believe that you are a person, then fear will fuck you up. And that's also what's happening. Nothing being everything, nothing appearing as me, nothing appearing as fear, nothing as appearing as a cat, as a dog, as anxiety, as depression, nothing being everything and everything being nothing, nothing being as this yard, porch, house, no fucks given, even about this story that I've just told. Yes, that is also a story. No fucks given because there is no one to give a fuck. Have a good one, motherfuckers.